It's been said a bard's life can often be a hard life, or hill and jail to rove and always move from town to town. And some folk have inquired if ever we grow tired of ranging all around the world and never settling down.
But one should be a little wary of remaining stationary, 'cause comfortable is lovely, but it's not the way we grow. When life starts to unravel, pick up your pack and travel. You'll find a strange serenity in places you don't know. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. You've got no map for showing which direction you are going.
But why start on a journey if you know where it will end?
And once you recognize,
to anticipate surprise, you'll relish every twist and turn that lies around the bend. Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road.
The world has got its demons. There are many reasons why you'd find it harder to be brave than be afraid.
But every life could use some danger. Every friend was once a stranger. Ships are safe in harbor, but that's not why ships are made.
Wriggle-dee-dum-dee-doo-da-terry-o-dee-da-dee. A fwit-da-dee-da-dee. There's so much to see beyond the open door. It's outward bound we go. Who knows what we'll find that we've never found before. Adventures waiting further down the road. It's waiting for you further down the road. Adventures waiting further down the road.
Let's go!
And I forgot to add myself to the stage. Ha 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 ha. Oh, it has been a techful day. That is for sure. Hi, folks. Welcome to Mab Labs here, the Monday Night Manic Edition. I would say I was a Mab scientist rather than a Mab venter. But what the shot? Hi, everybody. Thanks for joining me here at Mab Labs. Woohoo! Yeah, it's been pretty crazy. Here I am. I'm getting ready to vend at ABSFest, which is kind of it's a pretty big festival. And it's like not like a regular vending, it's a festival vending things. Ooh, Mother's Day card, yeah. Hi, Wiki Clever. Hello, Victorian London Fog and Jeannie Rinker. Hello. Hello, everybody. Yeah, so here I am, beset on all sides. Hey, Benedict Fallon, how's it going? Yeah, I would have made an awesome Pope, but this is, they decided to go with somebody who was actually Catholic, even though technically I was raised Catholic. So we'll see what that has to do with everything. So let's talk about some of the tech issues that I have been facing today, past couple of days. So I have been manufacturing stacks and stacks of mugs for ABSFest at the request and behest of Madame Onsa. And they are lovely mugs, and they look kind of like this, only in reverse. And then weirdly, the mug press stopped working. So they started coming out like this. And I did all this troubleshooting, and I burned through so many mugs trying to figure out why it wasn't working. And then I was like, I'm going to put it away. This was yesterday. I'm going to put it away, come back to it tomorrow. And I came back to it today, and it was like, shit the bed. It just didn't want to work anymore. And it had all these error codes or whatever. Like an error code would have been nice, right? Like it would have told me exactly what's not working. I didn't even get error codes. I just got, nope. Like, come on. Nope. No, you gotta, nope. I was like, okay, fine. And then, so I'm close. I have like maybe 15 more mugs to make for Ansa. So we'll see how this goes. I have some things that I'm going to plan, but it was coming up on show time, so I couldn't figure out what I needed to do. You see, this is good. God, someday. Not in my lifetime. The Catholics are pretty weird about that. So then I'm like, okay, well, I got other things I've got to do to prepare for this event. So I start, the laser printer or laser cutter is going right now. I'm making more of my cord weaving discs because they sell pretty well. They're not a big money maker, but they sell pretty well. And then I started making more wood blanks for the cranky kits. And what I do is I glue paper to wood, and then when it's dry, I cut it into the cranky shapes and everything. Well, maybe I don't remember how I did it, but it started wrinkling so bad. And I'm like, okay, that's some fancy paper and some wood that it's like $2 a sheet of wood. Gone. Ha, ha, ha. And then I'm like, okay, well, what can I do? So then I've been making these, and I'll turn on some more lights and maybe that'll help you see them better. But I call them sparkle bobs. I don't know if you'll be able to see it. It's really hard to see. They are like freaking amazingly, stunningly beautiful, and it's really hard to see how cool they look. You can kind of see, and they're all different. They're all one of a kind. Look at that one. That's inspired by autumn colors. It's hard to see them. You have to see them in person because they don't sell really well. But I've been, slowly making those. Those take a while to make because they're all hand done, and each one of these little dots of color, and it's layers because it's glitter layers on layers, and they it's so pretty though. Gosh darn it. And but they're all made by hand, and I'm trying to make more than one by hand at a time, but then I start to get chaos millefleur flore. I love it. That is a great tagline for these. So I satin cord that I was using, and I personally like ball chain better. It feels better. You know, and it looks nicer. I like the feel of ball chain better. Get your mind out of the gutter there. But yeah, I don't want people thinking these are cheap, because I have to put a protective resin coating on top. It's made with like enamel paint. But I don't want to. I don't want to. Y'all are killing me. I don't want to. You know. I feel like these are nice. Anyway, so I'd like to get probably like $20 for these, but the ball chain, adds to the expense. And then I'm not normally a person to sell necklaces or whatever, because I like making the things and it's just putting it on a chain, really. Is this a good length, do you think, or should it be shorter? Because the shorter, the more I can get out of a roll of ball chain, and ball chain is the expensive part. Or should I make it so that you can get it up over your head? So I'll see what you guys think about that. So the laser just finished. Yeah, it has been a time, that is for sure. Oh, so the other thing that kind of fucking went messed up was this one. This one was my favorite of the new series that I had been making. I like it because they look like little eyeballs, but it also glows in the dark. It's really cool. And as I was putting the resin on there, it like bubbled really bad. And I'm like, are you? So I had to sand it down really, which is very time consuming, with a delicate sander so I didn't damage any of the other pieces. And then I had to re-resin it. Oh my God, what a pain in the ass. I was like, please don't be gone. Please don't. It was too long. It took me so long to make that one. And because they're all one of a kind, I can't like really duplicate it. I have to think about it. Aw. Okay, a pin or a keychain form. Would you see? So they have this little thing here, because I had to buy these. They're trays, and I needed it to be a tray so that I could do the layers without it, spilling over the edge. And it looks better as a tray, anyways. I mean, it could be made into a keychain. This is the part that I'm selling, really. The rest of the stuff is so kind of arbitrary. And then when I ordered more because like this was like the last one of the initial trial run that I was building, when I ordered more, I didn't pay attention to the size. I thought I was ordering the same size, but it's slightly smaller, just like a little tiny bit smaller, which is kind of like, hey Mab, F you. I'm like, oh geez, just a little bit smaller. So beset on all sides. And that is a good point. You're right. Let's just do ball chain. I like the length of the ball chain. I like putting it over my head. Oh, okay, cool. That's a great idea. Yeah. Like I said, you could like, I'd knock a couple bucks off for the ball if you wanted to buy it without the ball chain. So yeah. The smaller ones would make better key fobs, this one's kind of, how big is this? This is looks like 1 1/4 inch, and these are 1 inch. Yeah. So the size, I thought it was 1 inches, so that was my fault for ordering 1 inch. And then when I got it, I was like, why does this look smaller? And it was 1 1/4 inch. So, all right. And so this is a good length of the ball chain, and that was 24 inches. All right. Get your mind out of the gutter. So, to that end, I want to have the feeling of some success. So I have this idea of another thing, and as a vendor, you should have like a mix of expensive things and inexpensive things, so that you could get people at your table to pick up a thing and be interested. And you're like, so I have so when I was working with Jenny Razor Davies, who I had on the show a couple months ago, about scrapbooking stuff, I picked up a big bulk of stickers. And I kind of picked out the ones that I was using for the whatever project I was working on. And then I'm like, oh, well, why don't I put the ones that I'm not going to use in a little bin and have people, 4 for $1, 5 for $1, or whatever. And they can pick it up as a, come to my table and get this practically free thing. That's really cute. And they're all weird stickers, like, anatomy stickers and bugs and the weird occult shit. Fucking love that stuff. So that, and then now I'm looking for my paper cutter. Here we go, paper cutter. So then the other thing I'm thinking about making, and I'm actually going to make, because this is going to be I've got to win. I need a win today. These are going to be buttons. And this is a resistor. And it's subtle. That is my goal here, is to have the subtle. Oh wow, that paper cutter is poop. Oops, accidentally. Well, and there I am. I'm messing shit up again. When I ran the paper cutter was being wonky, and then accidentally cut off part of the thing I didn't want to cut off. So that was awesome. All right. Why don't I just throw this paper cutter away, huh? Just give me a win, please. So, you ever have those days? Yes, I do have a badge making device, and I'm going to be making a badge right now. Badgement, that's a great way of calling it. So I have a little paper hole puncher thing, and then I run them through. I print this out on my laser printer so that the expense of paper is less, because you can get a lot more. And of course, remember how I said it was a day of fails? The black toner is running low. So they're good, but they're not perfect. But it's fine for a little punk rock button, like, I can't catch a break today. And then look, okay, just now it ripped. Ugh. So I decided to do a show today so that you guys could see all of my failures in their glory. So let's see here. Can I just make one button and have it not suck? Dear diary, thanks for coming along for the ride. I'm going to make a button, and I swear to you, it is not going to suck. It has actually been a while since I've made a button. I used to make bunches of buttons. Button, who's got the button? I don't know. Please don't suck. Please don't suck it. Please don't fuck it up. Please don't fuck it up. I almost fucked that up. Oh, me. Is it a button? Please tell me it's a button. All right. One. So tonight, I'm also streaming on Facebook because I have a lot of folks who follow Mab Labs. Oh, so there's me. I clicked the button and it's not muted. Boop. Because I have the Mab Mobile Mercantile there, and in my series of unfortunate one. Oh, so that's a brand name. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that would be so I would go nuts. So usually I'll cut out a bunch of them at once and then kind of go quickly. But right now I'm just like, please give me the win, please give me the win, please give me the win. Yeah. So Facebook. Speaking of the fails, I meant to tell you this. So on the last update, or I had added a extra security to my website. They found a corrupt file. They isolated the file. Then I tried to clean everything up and delete stuff. And what it ended up doing was wiping my whole site. And now I can't seem to get it back up, which is embarrassing because, your girl's a web developer. And I should know how to do these things, except for the part where, it's so mad that I had a corrupt file that it's now not letting me reinstall anything. And I'm like, okay, I'm going to have to wipe it. And I'm going to have to start with a whole new. Yeah, my website basically turned into pink mist. Thank you. I still have other ways that people can buy stuff from me. Obviously, you could send me a message and go, "Oi, ma'am, I love that thing. I'd like to give you $1 million for it." And then I'd be like, "Oh, you couldn't possibly. I will only take 20." And they'd be like, "Oh, ma'am, you're so kind and generous." Yeah, they'll say that. And then, just like that. And then, okay, three buttons. Now, where did the first one go? There it is. 3 buttons. And I'll put them in one of the mugs that failed. But there's always the Ko-Fi site. I think I have a thing that says Ko-Fi. Ko-Fi. There's always sticker it to the man.art, which is the stickers are fine. That's the Scent is Patriotic brand right now. I do have plans to do additional expansion on that actually in the near future, which is kind of cute. I've been in talks with some other artists and be like, hey, if you make stickers and you don't want to make a whole website, I can sell it to you or sell it on my sticker it to the man site. Which is kind of was my plan, is to set it up as a, anarchist, dissentist, punk rock sticker site for everybody, right? So anybody can hop on and buy that stuff. So yeah, that's my idea. And whoosha. Here I am trying to figure things out. Did I make a button yet? This is the hazards of live streaming when I don't have things in muscle memory. I'm hoping that's a button. That's a button. Yes. You guys don't think it looks bad, do you? You think it looks all right? Even with the black toner giving up the ghost. Yeah. So this has kind of been my couple of days. Regular paper stickers for people too? Yes, I can. I can make all kinds of stickers. Paper stickers, stickers that have no inerrant, they're quick and dirty. I need to find another paper cutter that doesn't suck. Please don't suck. I'm actually have made the decision that one's going in the trash. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, you know? It's like the old I meant to do that. And just just as a response, I meant to do that. It's like that on purpose, yo. It's my punk rock mentality here. And no, punk rock doesn't mean dirty. Punk rock just means DIY, which so much of my life is DIY. It's kind of embarrassing, really. So the fun thing that I'm working on that I could show you is the directions for my cranky kits are they are done in a zine format. For those of you who are familiar with the concept of a zine, it is like a little tiny fold it yourself sort of a papered book. And as soon as I finish cutting these, I will go grab it for you and show it to you so that you can kind of really see how cool it is. That's like an old, they're called zines, and it meant like, oh, let me just give this away. You print it up on a piece of paper. Bambi says he needs to make your button. It says, hello, my name is BLC Blondie. I love it. I will absolutely make that button. You got to message me, though, after ABSFest, or unless, are you guys going to ABSFest? I can't recollect. I think it's not as geographically feasible for you guys, but it is in North Carolina, which in my mind is everything's like right next to each other in North Carolina. I will be right back with my little copy of the zine here. Talk amongst yourselves. Okay. Thank you for your patience. I'm back. Let's talk zines, because these are cool. You live across the country. I know you do. Oh, you're at New Jersey Rent Fair. So maybe I could know. I don't know if Paul's going to be at, I don't know if Paul's going to be at ABSFest. If he is, I'll see if I can crank out one of those buttons. So let me show you my zine. This is pretty cool. Beep, beep, beep. So this is the front. And I'm trying to decide. I did the artwork by hand here, and I will scan it in and make it probably. So it's like, this is your cranky guide. And then you open it up, and page 1 has the list of all the pieces. Yeah, I absolutely agree. And then page 2 has the directions. And then page 3 has for more information and how to. And then, I did these drawings on my tablet, right? And then there's on the back, there's that. And then there's a picture of Cranky. And I was like, yay, Cranky. And of course, I misspelled Cranky. It should be Cranki. And I need to fix that. But autocorrect doesn't like it. So this is what it looks like. I print this. It's single-sided. And I dropped some food on there while I was editing. So then the way to make a cranky is to make a zine is you fold it in half long ways. And then do a nice crease. Doing the big crease is kind of essential. I'm wearing my pajamas, so forgive me here. A nice crease is very essential for this first part. And then I like to fold it all the way. I like to do all the folds first. Some people are the other way. And then you fold it this way and give it a good crease. And then you fold it again. Just so this is like so that you have like the spacing. Oh, no, but I'm here for you. I've got big ones. I've got little ones. I've started making an automated one that's on a loop like that so that I can have it running back behind the booth or next to the booth so that people could see what a cranky is, because not a lot of people do. But so now I've got all the folds in there, right? And now this is the fun part. Unfold it all the way, and then I fold it half this way, opposite of long ways, right? And because I folded it all the way before, I see where this line is. I see where the center fold line is, and I see where, so this is the line right here from where it's folded to the line, and then this side is the open side. Then I take my scissors, and again, this is the fold, this is the center line, this is the other line. I can cut it right up to there, right? Because I already see where it is. Boop. All right, now it's basically a zine. So then you fold it like this, and then you fold it like that. Burr, 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 burr. Burr, 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 burr. And then fold, and then fold, and you've got a cranky magazine. What do you think? Now you know how to make a zine. And then here's an edit I'm not sure about. So the front page illustration, should it be the pieces and parts, or should it be the finished cranky? I don't know. And then here's another thing that's cool about this particular way I've done the thing is if you unfold it all the way and you cut that strip, you have a little, I want it to be like a little cranky video. Right? So now I need to finish building that out. Yeah, maybe that's what I want to do, is have the pieces parts be on this section here. Yeah, all right, I'll do that. That makes sense. So that's how you make a zine, right? And then presentation is so important for sales that, and I knew it. I like making things. The sales part of things is not really, it's not that I can't sell. I want to focus on making things and making things cool and making a lot of things. I want to like make the thing, kind of give the concept to somebody and go, sell for me, please. And yeah, I could do like Etsy or whatever, but nobody's going to buy it, right? And right now, being a maker and using up all the art supplies that I have stashed in my house is it's my primary goal. You like the completed one on the front page? Thank you very much. That is good feedback. Yeah, because that's how it would end if it was a story. So this is panel 1. Panel 2, panel 3, panel 4 is all right. Yeah. Okay. Cool. And also, this is going to be in a sleeve. So I'm gonna. I don't have any handy crankies. Do I? Any crankies handy? No, I do not. But I have, so there's this. This is where I am right now with the auto cranky. The auto cranky! So it is got a little motor. A friend of mine is helping me set that up, like a little motor, and then I screw this guy. It's got like a little screw thing in there. Yeah. Screw that into the little gear thing here. Still tightening. There you go. All right. So you screw that into the little thing there. And then I'll plug around here somewhere. And then you plug it in. It's not very fast. But let's see here. A million plugs. And they're all full of stuff. Welcome to Mad Labs. I guess I could unplug the not working thing. All right, you're unplugged because you're not working. I keep trying to troubleshoot it, so. All right, so there we are. It's plugged in. There you go. Hard to see it going. It's going. It's going. You see it rotating? It's rotating. So, all right, that's a thing. Hey, VLC. Yeah, see, I've made little zine greeting cards in the past. Now I need to figure out, where's that paper? These are the rods. Nope, these are more cranky. Not today. So you don't know. Yeah. So how much of these is my chaos brain not operating at its full capacity, and how much of this is ill fortune? The creek cut press busting its own thing down, that's definitely ill fortune. That's it. The not being able to focus on a thing, that's my brain. So I'm doing what I can, I was a little sick last week, which kind of threw me for the loop, kind of set me back a little bit. So, display is a big part of it, I've got a lot of things on my brain. I'm very glad that you guys are here. So earlier this week, I had a friend come over to help keep me focused on the task at hand. And that was awesome. And I would probably like to do that again. And there's a potential of me doing it on live stream here. Like I'm always chatting with you guys while I'm working. But then I start to fade off while I'm working. This is the other reason why I like Mad Labs, because when I have a guest there, I'm not the only one doing the talking. Yeah, that's part of the trick there. So I wonder how many of these I can cut out at once. See, look how good that one is. Look how dark that one is. And that's pretty much where it started to give up the ghost. All right, here we go. Yeah. I can cut more than one out at a time. So I have a lot of smaller priced items. The larger items would be the crankies, but to sell those, I would need to do a demo, even though a Burlesque and Arts sideshow festival, you would think more people would know what a cranky is, but it's surprising how few people do. And I love, yeah, me too, dude. Me too. Me too. This big punch, US. I gotta put there. This big punch is a game freaking changer, man. Oh, sick of testing. Oh, is it that time of year? Oh, oh yeah. I was sick of testing. I did not test well. Or did I? I don't remember. I honestly don't. And now that it's so far behind me, I gotta wonder, what are they doing with my test scores these days? I don't know. So, big punch, big punch, big punch. Boop. Yeah. So, what do you guys got going on? Just finished all your testing yesterday. Nice. How close are we to summer for students in North Carolina? One of my favorite teacher folk. It is hard to talk. Oh, that's true. Talking while cooking, I do get distracted. It depends. Like if I have to make eye contact while talking and making things, I think that's when I get boned. But if I don't have to, if I can keep looking at what I'm working on and not make eye contact. But I do like company. And thank you guys for keeping me company here. And I 2 more weeks in South Carolina. Oof. You guys are in South Carolina, not North Carolina. I don't know why. So for vending at ABSFest, I've got crankies, I've got stickers, I've got Kumihimo, the cord weaving disc. I have buttons, other stickers, some sparkle bobs, mugs. I have so many mugs. I was going to do inventory with you guys. I was going to have you in my staging area tonight, but I there were a lot of things I was working on. I wish that my mug press thing didn't break on me. Give up the ghost. I'm going to call him and get it fixed, but I need to do another one and get it working before I can troubleshoot it. There we go. Almost done with the punching. Just got to make sure they're all the same before I punch more than one at a time. Oh, love the stickers. Oh, your stick. Yes. And that's another thing. I have got to print out more of those protest packs. And the protest packs are the quick and dirty version of protest stickers that you don't mind. You're not spending a lot of money on them. They go up really easy. They are, you're not going to be sad when they come and get scraped away really soon. And I love them. And they are really quick to print because I can print them in-house and I don't have to cut them out like I did originally with, fuck me. I was wrong. I didn't. Oh, well, at least I caught it before it was too late. Look. Oops. Maybe they won't notice. I'll notice. But I got to make, I'm trying to figure out how much stock to bring to ABSFest. Obviously, you want to have more than what you're going to sell. But I don't want to burn through all of my time making stuff that's not going to sell. So it's this careful, it's a juggling act really of like, okay, well, how much is too much? How much is not enough? What's going to sell? You never really know until you do it, right? So crap, right? I don't know. Don't know. Mugs take up the most space. They are the pretty straightforward, you know, and because the materials cost for mugs are a lot more. You know, I think it roughly comes out to like, I don't remember, but it comes out more per mug, and even more with the tariffs happening right now. Of the price per mug goes up. So I have some already, but if I need to get more, it's gonna start kind of hurting a little bit. Oh, all right. Oh, last one. Let's see if this will let me reach. Yes, excellent. Boop. Almost done. So I don't know. Mugs, jewelry. I have some of the earrings I made over Christmas that I thought would sell but didn't. And if I only have like a scattering of things for sale, does that look unprofessional? Does it need to be a lot of stuff marked for sale so that it looks like I'm not just putting out a blanket and selling stuff? That's, you know, where is that? Where's that line? If you guys have opinions, I'd love to hear it. I don't know the answer. You need to buy more mugs, but you also need to have less mugs. Why do the things we love take up space? You guys. I'm here for you. Just reach out to me. Those stickers are available. That site is still up. Dissentisppatriotic.shop. And sticker it to the man.art. That's me. Represses the urge. Why would you juggling columns or pillars? I don't know. And I am working on like setting up the display for the stickers. So I got a magnet sheet that I'm going to put on a board. And then I'm going to put magnets on the back of one of every kind of sticker. And then I'm going to put the stickers on the magnet sheet so that when it's sold out, I can just, you know, take it off, I think. And then the last person who buys it could buy a magnet if they wanted to, as opposed to a sticker. I don't know. That's a thought. So lots of brain power things happening at this time. Start your own business. Sell your stuff. It'll be great. Nobody talks about what a pain in the ass all of these subtle nuances. Yeah, I might do that. Okay, so that's an aesthetic. I like hearing that. And I sell more than just one thing too. And I'm wondering if that hurts me as a vendor. Like, should I have just crankies or should I have just stickers? I don't know the answer to that. If other people have experience on that, I would love to hear it. But I make and sell a lot of different things. So it's important for me to be able to offer a variety. Yeah, my stuff is so great. It's sold out. Somebody came in and bought, So you could look at it as this way. I love the math. And like, okay, so do I sell 500 things that cost $1 to make $500, or do I sell one thing that costs $500 to make $500? I mean, you want to mix, right? So I have those stickers, $5 for $1. I have buttons, $1 a piece. I have the Kumihimos, which are $5. The Cranky Kits, I'm waffling on how much to charge for those. $10. The mugs are, I could do 15. I could do 15. It's not a healthy markup, but it, you know, I still make money on that. I don't really have, and then the Sparkle Bobs, 20. I wouldn't do less for 20. See, the whole thing gives you warm fuzzy that I did well. Aw, aw, I don't want that. You say variety. Okay. Okay. I don't have any like big dollar ticket items. I do have some large hand done crankies. I don't have time to really paint a bunch of them myself right now, and make really cool ones. The other thing I sometimes do is a yard sale kind of situation where I have, I have a bin of my old clothes. A lot of them are left over from performer days, kind of fancy, showy, whatever. The boots, I had some fancy ass boots. Right, exactly. Right, exactly. And I'm trying to like broaden my horizon and learn more about this. There are a lot of people out there that teach classes on how to be a vendor. And I'm like, well, they don't sell what I sell. And that's another thing I want to talk about really quickly. People won't, but you didn't do well. Right, exactly. It's tough. Okay, so all of these classes that I see out there are what sells. And they're like, take this design, go to AI and make this design and then sell it through drop ship companies like a Redbubble or something that's a print on demand kind of thing. And then connect it to Amazon and then you make money. Or the other one is go on Etsy and see what's selling. And there's these programs out there that tell you, because I've been trying to do research on how to be a vendor, and they say, find out what's selling on Etsy. And I'm like, I know this is me being a stubborn stick in the mud, but I'm like, I don't want to sell what everyone else is selling. I want to sell the things that I want to be out in the world. I'm not selling crap to sell crap. I'm selling mugs that say freak on them because I want people to have a mug that says freak on it. I'm selling resistor buttons because I want people to indicate subtly that they're a resistor. And I make these sparkle bobs because I think they're beautiful. I'm fascinated by them, and I'm selling them because I want people to have an opportunity to also appreciate them. And I'm selling crankies because I think crankies are freaking cool, and nobody knows how cool they are. And the Kumihimo is like one of my favorite fidget toys. And so it's like I'm sharing the thing with people. And it's like, I don't want to sell the same thing that everybody else is selling. So, all right, so let's have a look. Somewhere in between greeting cards, high volume, low price, each situation. You used to vend when you're a kid at festivals and stuff. Like, yeah, I used to busk. Yeah, and we've all seen vendor booths. Yeah, it's like R1 where you can sell a lot of individual items. Exactly. You buy things that you can't get elsewhere. Things are Etsy or sometimes things I can get in a store. Right. And a lot of the things in Etsy right now are basically these fancy dropship company things. And it's ridiculous. Yeah, I kind of am. That's a good way of putting it. I hadn't considered that. Yeah. I'm supposed to say, who do I want my audience to be? I want my customer to be people who like quirky and creative things. I want my customer to be, and I'm supposed to say, middle-aged, female, affluent. You read a whole book on writing to credit card companies. Interesting. Huh. So, yeah. So I would love to hear more about the cards that you make. Yes, you are my audience. You are my audience. I love you guys. In fact, every single person watching right now is my audience. And I legit, that's why I do this show. That's why I reach out to you guys, because you are all brilliant. You're all creative. You're all makers and crafty, and you support the arts, which is important to me. And I don't want that to be the only reason people buy my stuff. I want people to buy the thing because they're like, dude, crankies are cool. I can make a little storytelling scroll and have it be like a little love note to somebody. Or I could have like a little meme that comes back to me of like, you know, something I look at when I'm like, I need a little chuckle. I should have been born a Muppet. You know, that makes me chuckle. Or, you know, my retirement plan is the complete decay of society. So, yeah, my plan for the crankies, though, is to sell the blank scroll with the kit and then have people be able to buy the scrolls. So, if they're going to buy scrolls, you guys can help me figure this price out. I have to cut the sticks to the right size. So it's 2 sticks to the right size, cut the paper, print it out, cut it, do the artwork on it or whatever, probably before I print it, because I'll try and have a selection of them. But it's like, yeah, I don't know how much to sell the individual scrolls, or if I just sell the paper and then they tape it onto the sticks themselves, or if I sell it with the scroll already scrolled up and they just go and they pop it in. I think that's the one I'm going to do. So we're targeting the 20 to 25 graphic because no middle-aged people ever want people. I don't know if I'm technically middle-aged. I'm not quite senior, but I'm part of that invisible Generation X. So you don't want to do the same thing everyone else is doing, but a lot of people are looking for an item that fills some purpose, right? So it's like you got to find that thing. And yeah, I don't know. You guys are awesome, and I am loving this conversation. Bones Auto is bizarre. Ooh, you do need some crankies. The cranky site is not yet up because it crashed. That was one of the fails I had this week. So reach out to me, my little blondie. Reach out to me and I will discuss. One of the other fails was when I was trying to make more crankies, Matchbox crankies. I was coating the paper and the paper started wrinkling in the glue. I don't know. I'm going to check it after the show. Hopefully it's going to look a little bit better. Yes. Oh, crankable poetry. Damn, girl. Yes, you guys are making comments faster than my stupid computer will let me slide. Show me where we are. There we are. Self-expression products. Ooh, that's a good phrase. I like that. Nice. Crankable poetry. I fucking love that. Reach out to me. We will talk. Yes. A Dragon Easter card. Oh, I love it. And that's totally a non-Catholic Easter, a non-Christian Easter. I love it. You know, because we celebrate these holidays here in Maplandia, but we're not particularly religious. We just like the trappings. We just like the trappings. We like to decorate. We'll put bunny ears on our giant skeleton. Yes, we are those people. You guys are great. We have eaten a whole hour of hanging out here and talking about making things and bending and all of the crazy things that have been happening this week. And I am so grateful to have you guys here with me. Oh, motherfucker. And that one's a bad one. Didn't crank all the way. Boo! Get on bed. This is my week. Percolate that idea. So here's my idea. You send me the lyrics, or the words rather, and I will arrange, layout, and because that's the kind of thing I enjoy doing. Unless you want to hand illustrate it. If you hand illustrate it and you send it to me, I can send you the cranky template, and you can hand illustrate it, scan it in, and I will zhuzh it up, and then we can print it and make scrolls out of it. I love that. Yes. And then this is another good point. Older people have disposable income. That's the theory. That's a theory. I love that theory. We will see. We will see. Gargoyle mouthwash dresses up for just your gargoyle. That's the name of your gargoyle, is mouthwash. It took me a second to, I'm like reading gargling mouthwash dresses up. Oh, gargoyle. I love it. Yes. Yes, exactly. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much for spending an hour with me. Hopefully things will go smoother. I have 2 weeks to go before ABSFest, and I hope that you guys join us if you are in North Carolina near Asheville. It has been a treat and a pleasure to spend this time with such creative and brilliant individuals, and I adore you all immensely. I have a video that I uploaded a while ago. Here we go. All right, so this will be the little Mab Labs, and then I'll say goodnight. Thank you guys so much. You guys, I'll see you a little further down the road. Keep making. Boop.